Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is another part 2 of my mid-yearly makeup empties for 2021. So if you don't know, Project Pan or Makeup Empties is about, using up the products that you have in your collection. And so today I'll be showing you Project Pan products that I've used up so far. If you'd like to see what is in my Project Pan for 2021, I do have plan to pan up on my channel already if you'd like to check that out. I posted that at the beginning of this year with what I was planning to pan through the year, and I've panned a lot of what I was hoping to get through. We're already halfway through the year and I've gotten through a lot of products, so if you'd like to see some products that I've panned so far, then please keep on watching. If you'd like to see part 1 for this video, these are the products I talked about in part 1. Here's a little sneak peek. Lots of stuff that I talked about in part 1. It's already up on my channel. So yeah, if you'd like to see that, it's up on my channel already and I'll link it in the description box down below. But without further ado, I'm going to get into showing you the things that I've panned part 2. So first of all, I've panned 2 setting sprays. These are both from NYX. I have the dewy finish setting spray and the matte finish setting spray. I think I prefer the matte one, but they're both actually really good, and I would definitely repurchase both. I have repurchased both before, especially the matte one. I just feel like it really melts this the whole powdery look together and like makes the face look really seamless and beautiful, so I really rate the matte one. But I also feel like the dewy one also leaves a really unique skin-like finish to the skin, so I definitely rate both of them. They definitely improve the longevity of my makeup, in my opinion. I just think they do make a difference with the longevity, and really affordable. So yeah, great setting sprays for an affordable drugstore price. Definitely recommend both of the NYX setting sprays, and I've repurchased them before. I'll probably repurchase them again one time in the future. I just have some other setting sprays I'm working my way through right now. Next, I have some lip glosses. I bought these at a time that I wasn't really into lip gloss, and so I barely used them because I just wasn't into lip gloss until like the end of high school. So when I bought these when I was like at the beginning of high school, they were never used because I thought lip gloss was gross, gluggy, and I was afraid of it. So I barely used these, and now they're definitely off. So they've got to go. Sometimes I just include things that I'm decluttering in these videos. So these are getting decluttered because they've got to go. They're 2 Revlon lip glosses. One of them has like a metallic, not metallic, one of them is like a cool tone bluey rainbow iridescent sheen in the shade, it's a color burst lip gloss in the shade Tinseltown Hollywood. And this one is a Revlon color burst lip gloss as well in the shade All That Glitters. And the reason I bought these color burst ones was because I don't know if you guys remember, but like this diamondy pattern that Revlon had at the time was really like popular with their other lipsticks. I really liked their normal lipsticks that came out in that packaging and their Revlon lip butters, but I didn't like the lip glosses as much. I never got into them, so they've got to go. Next, I have 2 mascaras to talk about. This one is the Maybelline The Colossal Volume Express waterproof, I believe. Yeah, this was a good mascara. It wasn't life-changing. It was just a good volumizing mascara. It wasn't the worst though. Like, I actually do think this is a good mascara. It just wasn't like my favorite mascara I've ever tried. It was good though. And then this one was kind of a gimmick, but kind of not. I kind of enjoyed it. This was the Revlon Customized Mascara. It wasn't life-changing though. It was just a mascara that has like 2 little areas. I don't know if you can see. There's like length and drama on one side, and then length and definition on the other. And so what you can do, you twist the handle. I don't know if you can see that. You can't. Anyway, when you twist it, it moves the bristles in the actual mascara wand, and so it makes the mascara wand change in shape or like direction a little bit, which is really cool. But yeah, it wasn't a life-changing mascara, and it's all dried up now because I used it like lots, but it wasn't a bad mascara per se, so I don't want to like hate on it. It just wasn't like, yes, it's my favorite mascara ever. Next I have some little cheek products which I really enjoyed. Here I have Lolly Tint and Posy Tint, and it's interesting because I felt like I used Lolly Tint for ages, and then I only used Posy Tint a couple of times and then it was all gone. Maybe it's because I enjoyed the color of Posy Tint more and I was using it more, and then every time I reached for Lolly Tint I was like forcing myself to use it, and so I felt like I was using it more. But yeah, Lolly Tint was kind of like, I'll show you. It was like that purplier shade, and that was still flattering and cute too. It just wasn't as like in my comfort zone as Posy Tint. Posy Tint is a lot more up my alley. Just a really cute like pinky shade. I really like Posy Tint. I really like the Benefit Benny Tint kind of products. Right now I'm going through the original Benny Tint and it's probably my favorite. I don't know, something about Benny Tint is actually really iconic and I'm liking it more than I thought I would. So totally recommend. And yeah, those two are really cute little cheek products and I enjoyed using them up. I really like this old style of packaging that they have. They used to come like this, like it's like a little nail polish tube and the like bristles on them are like little nail polish like brush bristles, whereas nowadays they come with a little doe foot applicator in them and I don't really like that as much. Also I thought the packaging of these was so sweet. Like I like how, I don't know, that's like a really weird thing to like enjoy from them, but I like the little metallic look of them and how they have like a little shape on there. I just think it's really cute and how they like match. They're like same but different. Love a good Fairytopia vibe and these gave me little same but different Fairytopia. I don't even know what I'm saying. Let's get into some powders. I used up a lot of powder products recently. The first one I would like to talk about is from Rimmel, and this is the Clear Complexion Clarifying Powder. I don't really feel like there was a huge noticeable difference between this one and the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, but you know, here it is. This is Rimmel Clear Complexion Powder. It was good. It wasn't life-changing. It was just like good. And I would repurchase this again if I felt like I needed a pressed powder from the drugstore. I used the shade 0 to 1 transparent and I felt like it was like a light to transparent kind of shade on my skin tone. It worked well and I panned it completely. And I also thought, oops, I just like dropped some loose powder on my, it's FYI. I also thought the color of this packaging was really cute, like this bright blue. I think that's really cute and it looks nice. I liked that. It's just a really cheap, affordable powder that works. So yeah, I would recommend that. Next I used up this mini NARS powder. This is the NARS Crystal Translucent Light Reflecting Setting Powder Loose. And yeah, I used this one up recently. I'm probably going to reuse this packaging because it is a nice little sifter. I have a loose powder from RCMA, like the RCMA No Color Powder, and it comes in this giant Parmesan shaker. And I feel like this is a more reasonable way to use powder because like it comes out of like a nice normal size thing. So I might decant some of my RCMA No Color Powder into this container now that I have it empty. But yeah, this is actually a really beautiful powder. It was very finely milled and just felt so smooth and like flawless on the skin. It was definitely perfecting. It was very smoothing and it was very beautiful, but I cannot afford to continuously buy NARS powders, so I will not be purchasing it again because it's very expensive for what it is when I was about to reach over and grab another loose powder. When things like the Maybelline Fit Me powder exist, which might not do as beautiful and perfect of a job, but for much less, like it costs so much less to get the Maybelline one, so I just can't justify that NARS price point. No matter how beautiful it is, it's too expensive. That NARS powder is really like beautiful, like it has a silky texture. It is stunning. Next I have a highlighter that I used up, and this is Stole the Show, the Super Shock Cheek product from Colourpop. And this was actually from my very first Colourpop order I ever did back in the day. I've been a fan of Colourpop since their first drop, and this was one of the first products they even ever came out with. Was one of the this was one of the first few shades of the Super Shocked Cheek products of the highlight, and it was just a really nice like icier toned highlight. And yeah, I used it up and it was a good one. So yeah, rest in peace to this highlight. We had a lot of fun together, and yeah, I've been a fan of Colourpop since the beginning. It's just like always been such an accessible brand for me, so love that. Next I have a bronze that you've seen a lot on this channel already. This is the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in the shade Bronzed, and it's all gone. I've had this for about a year and I panned it completely and used it all up very quickly. It was just a really good warm / a little bit neutral. It's just like a good warm toned matte bronzer. So easy to use, so smooth on the skin, just an easy wonderful bronzer. I also thought the packaging was cute with little palm trees. I know some people think this is too basic of packaging, but I thought it was cute. Just a really easy bronzer. Rest in peace. We had so many good times together and it was a good bronzer, and I liked how there was a decent sized mirror on there as well. I used to use that mirror for a lot of things, but it's gone now. Next is the Too Faced Love Flush Long Lasting 16-Hour Blush in the shade So Happy Together. This is so cute. It's like Polly Pocket makeup. I used this up. It had like a violet undertone, which was kind of interesting and out of my comfort zone. I received this in a pack when I think KVD and Too Faced collabed. I know, what a throwback. But yeah, this was from their collaboration together, and it's called So Happy Together, which I think is very funny. But yeah, I used it up entirely. I really miss Too Faced's little love heart blushes that came in like the little packaging like this. This is the mini version of that packaging, of course, but I saw that they re-released those blushes now, but only in the UK in new shades, which is exciting, but only in the UK, and I want it in Australia. So Too Faced, bring these blushes to Australia, because this formula was really nice, and I'd love to pick this up in a color that's more within my comfort zone. So really liked this, actually, more than I thought I would. I thought I wouldn't like this, but I actually ended up really enjoying it. Next, I have some random samples to get through. Actually, let's show you this. This is some duo lash adhesive that I used up. Yep, I used up some more lash glue. There we go, all gone. In the clear one, but also recently, this is like a tangent, but recently I tried the one that's the black. So this one goes clear to white, like it comes out of the tube white and it dries clear, and that's the one I've always tried. But my friend Erica let me try hers the other day, and it came out of the tube black, like it's the other color of it, and I always worried that the black one would be really messy or like get everywhere or something. I don't know why, because it actually just set and looked really good. So maybe next time I'll pick up the black version of this duo lash adhesive instead. The two little samples that I used up, one of them was the Born This Way foundation from Too Faced in the shade Nude. This was actually the matte version of the foundation, and I actually really like the Born This Way foundation, the original version. I just feel like it has the most beautiful like rose satin kind of finish on the skin. It's just perfect. And the matte version was like a little bit matte-er. I still think I prefer the original, but like they're both really good. So yeah, I really liked this foundation, and also I feel like it has a nice scent. Is that like a weird comment to have about a foundation? Especially the original one, I just feel like kind of has a nice scent. I don't want to say vanilla-y because it's not like sweet, but like there's something nice about that foundation. I really like it. And then I also used up the shade NC20 from MAC of their waterproof foundation. And this was a really thick, full coverage foundation, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and yeah, it went on my face kind of like paint, but it was really like long lasting and decent. And like when I wore this to cheer, I just had like such a full face on it, and it was so set. I didn't feel like this budged too much during the day. If you set this with powder, it was definitely pretty bulletproof. So yeah, waterproof foundation from MAC. It was one I tried out, and it lasted really well. So it was probably waterproof, like it says. I have two more things to show you guys today, and then that will be everything. So the last things I have to show you guys are two little face palettes. I know, I went through so much product. I'm just really proud of myself. I've been hyping up this video for ages, but yeah, the first one I have to show you guys is the Essence Shape Your Face contouring palette. It had a bronzer, a blush, and a like setting kind of shade. It was supposed to be like a highlight shade, but it wasn't shimmery. It was like a matte light shade. So yeah, I used that like pretty much everywhere to set my face. I don't know if I would recommend this palette. It's probably discontinued now anyway, so who cares? But the bronzer, I felt like it skipped a little bit, and especially as I was getting towards the end of the palette, I just felt like it was really difficult to get a like smooth looking nice bronze, because like it was just like little bits in the edges there, and I didn't want to repress it because I didn't want it to like break again. So yeah, when I was towards the end of this bronze, I felt like it wasn't looking that nice. The blush, I felt like I had to dig up a lot to get like the intensity of blush that I wanted, and granted, I do have a heavy hand with blush. I just felt like I was really digging into that blush to get the level of color that I'd like on the face. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. The middle powder, nothing crazy to say about it. It was just like a powder to set with. And then I used up the e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzing powder in the shade St. Lucia. Lucia. Anyway, it had a nice sized mirror on the inside as well. And then there was a blush and a bronzer in here. The bronzer was nice. It wasn't life changing. It wasn't bad though. It was actually like fine. It wasn't one that I'd repurchase though. I will not be repurchasing this or that other little contouring kit that I just showed you. The blush in here was actually really pretty. This is supposed to be a dupe for the NARS Orgasm and Laguna. I don't think they're a dupe. I think packaging wise, this is very comparable, and I also kind of prefer this packaging in that the NARS packaging has like this kind of sticky texture to it. When the rubberized soft matte finish disintegrates, it kind of gets sticky as it degrades, whereas this doesn't have that. It's just like a matte plastic finish, so it doesn't have anything that you can scratch off of it. And so I really enjoy that aspect of this packaging, because it's that same really smooth, beautiful NARS-like shape, but without the degrading of the like rubbery texture on the outside becoming sticky and disgusting. So I do think it's similar to NARS in that aspect, but the shades weren't a total dupe. It was good though, and I wouldn't say this is a bad palette, and I would recommend this. I personally will not be repurchasing this though, because I have other palettes and other face products that I'd like to try, and other things in my collection already that I'd like to work through instead. But I would recommend this to a friend or someone who's wanting an easy palette that works, that's an affordable one, that's maybe just starting out in makeup or doesn't want to spend a lot of money. I do think this is good. The blush was really pretty, a little bit on the powdery side, but not bad. And the bronzer wasn't a bad shade or anything. Like, it was actually fine. There's just other things that I'm preferring to reach for at the moment. So yeah, use this up. Took me a while, but we got there. Those are all the things that I've used up through the first 6 months of this year. There's a lot of stuff in there. I'm excited for my update at the end of this year with the rest of the products I use up through the end of this year, because I'm sure that, oops, this handle doesn't lie flat. That's okay. I'm sure that I'll use up a lot of things through the rest of this year. Hopefully similar amount of quantity, but we'll see what happens. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know down below about your project pan, how it's going, how your goal is going. Are you panning a lot of products? What's something you're excited about that you've panned recently? I don't know, anything relevant, comment it down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I probably already said that, sorry. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. I upload very frequently, and you can hit the notification bell to be notified each time I upload. I think that's all the things I have to say. Sorry if you heard my mum in the background. She's talking on the phone to someone. And that's all I have to say. Okay, catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.